Hello Professor, for the final scene analysis, I chose the fourth act of our film. This scene depicts a crowd of people gathered in front of the protagonist's studio, waiting. For this setting, we wanted a dimly lit indoor environment to create an atmosphere of suspense and unease. After conducting a thorough location survey, we discovered a teaching building at the top of the school hill that perfectly met our requirements. It is sparsely populated, with spacious hallways and a wide open hall. Additionally, the hall has large glass windows at both the front and back, making it ideal for later lighting setups. We, therefore, selected this location for filming. Let me first talk about the composition of this scene and explain why we made these choices. The fourth act is a very brief and simple transitional scene, serving to connect the preceding and following plots. After the protagonist expresses their ambitious aspirations in Act 3, this scene of clients lining up appears, symbolizing that the protagonist's dreams are gradually becoming a reality. It also lays the groundwork for the quick montage of clients in Act 5. Since this transitional scene does not feature any major characters, we chose not to focus the shots on individual faces. Instead, we emphasized the number of people and the key elements they are holding, blood collection tools and personal information. In this scene, we first used close-up shots, focusing on the hands of the people lining up in the hallway. The slow-moving camera captures every small movement of their hands, conveying a sense of unease and anxiety. The second shot expands the range of the first, showing the upper bodies of those waiting. This not only establishes the environment but also creates an ironic contrast. The protagonists are full of hope, while the clients exude despair. As for the lighting, we kept it simple. We placed a large light outside the windows on the right side behind the people, aiming to create the most natural and realistic lighting possible. We sought to convey the dim indoor daylight effect, avoiding excessive artificial lighting and instead relying on timing and natural light. The final presentation features noticeably darker lighting compared to previous acts, which was intentional. This darker tone metaphorically reflects the bleak future of the waiting clients, who are essentially awaiting death. We aim to convey this idea through the dim, twilight-like lighting. Lastly, let me discuss the editing. Since this scene is a brief transitional one, we aimed to keep its duration as short as possible. The final cut includes only 2 shots. However, in the initial draft, this scene had 4 shots, including an empty shot of the studio and a shot of people sitting at tables behind the line. Professor Simon suggested removing the empty shot and frames centered on individuals to better highlight the deeper meaning of the scene. He pointed out that one shot featured a man sitting at the center of the frame, making him appear more like a protagonist rather than an extra. To avoid any misunderstanding or incorrect impressions, we ultimately decided to retain only the 2 most significant shots to effectively convey the transition. Although the fourth act I analyzed does not involve the main plot or any major characters, I believe this does not make it unimportant or dismissible. This scene accomplishes much. It establishes the environment, bridges the narrative, provides a metaphor for future developments, and contrasts the protagonist's attitudes with those of the clients. Despite consisting of only 2 shots, it remains a crucial and worthy scene for analysis. Thank you.